Alright, welcome everyone. I just wanted to actually cover this new game that's coming out from Amazon called New World. And you may have actually heard of it in the news right now that it's been giving some of the graphic cards, especially the high-end graphic cards used, a little bit of trouble. But I think with a couple of settings and making sure that your fans and temperatures are in control, everything should be okay. So right now for today, I was actually going to go through the closed beta, at least for the starting part of it, and kind of get into it before the release on Saturday. And I just wanted to kind of walk through it as someone who's new. And some of you guys may actually be looking at this for the very first time. And you know what? You might actually want to see what's happening before you actually jump into it on Saturday. All right, so let's get the music going. And remember, I don't want to actually use copyright music, so I'll actually be using my own um, non-copyright music, and it still should be all right. Okay, let's do a couple of playlists beforehand. Oh, and before I move forward, remember New World is actually used to be based on PvP, but they actually moved away from that slightly and more of cooperative play. But I've been looking at the streams today, and it seems that even with the um, even with the PvP portion of it, it actually kind of lags a little bit, and you can actually see something's happening behind it. And that should actually still be okay. Alright, cool. Let's do a couple of playlists anyway. Alright, so let me jump into this real quick. Alright, as you can tell, the first thing you may want to do before you even start is making sure you go into your settings and even go all the way down to your visuals itself. And I remember one of the advice was to lock your FPS and I don't know 60 it's just flaming. And that actually makes sure that it doesn't go to some like you can see at the upper right portion of the screen where you see the FPS as well, and this should actually help with the temperature. I don't know that if you have an unlocked or unrestrained FPS, it can actually knock you all the way down to a very high temperature, and that can actually be bad for your graphic card. Right. All my details now on high, although some have suggested to go medium when you're actually streaming. So that's something to keep in mind before you move forward. For audio, as I said, for me, I'm actually reducing the music down to zero because, of course, with what I'm doing now, I'm actually using the audio from free, and non-copyrighted music, and that's actually how. Alright, and a couple of other things you may want to look at is between communication, even logging on and actually putting on your connected with your Twitch stream. Or you can also do accessibility with color blind and text to speech and speech to text. I actually have speech to text on. So when someone's actually saying something through the microphone, it'll actually put it into the shot instead. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let's see a couple of let me get this down real quick. So once I actually get this up, then I'll actually be able. Let me get the music up real quick, and then we'll move forward to actually getting into the game itself. All right, coming back from the stream, I'm actually going to start off my music in the background. We'll actually have that. And so instead of actually using any other copyrighted music, we'll have it post. Alright, so as you can see for the new world, you can see this is actually a closed beta, and you can actually see it in the title on the upper right. I might even want to join the forum and start talking about it. So let's click continue. And right now, a couple of them are medium. I'm actually going to select one at random because at this point, all I'm actually doing is just to test it out beforehand. So once you get into this, you start to see this. You can only have one character for now, and I believe later on you'll actually be able to create more than one. But with the faction stuff that's going on, you can only create one at a time. And that's alright. Right, so invert a camera, language filter if you want. Especially if you actually have a family stream, you might actually want to put the language filter on just in case. I've got subtitles on. Let me put the language filter on anyway, since I'm more of a fan. Let's bring it kind of a show thing. Alright, here's brightness and contrast setting. Alright, that should be alright. Higher contrast, lower contrast, something that looks better one way or the other. 80 to 80 seems fine. Oh, let's get this going.
The stories you've heard, they don't tell the whole truth. The island is indeed the place of legend. There's power and vast riches as well. But those who've gone before you have simply vanished, never heard from again. I saw the horror, the madness that overcame the crew. It was beyond any evil the world has ever known. How I survived, I do not know. The contents of this box are not of this world. They will guide you to that one, wherever and whatever that may be. Go then, Captain. Chart your course and your fate. I will say a prayer for the souls of your crew.
I guess it's another treasure of power. You can actually have people go for it, even no matter how much fear, how much pain, and how much evil, man, just see people go on. Oh, that's me. Alright, so I guess you can actually change this up this time, body type. Oh, that's pretty interesting. It gets out a wide variety of things. Face shape, wild with chin. I wonder if you can actually edit some of these things once we're actually into it. Maybe not. That's alright. Still pretty interesting faces. Alright. Well, let's pick one. I guess you could say this is like New World movie. It's a skin tone. Yeah, a little darker. Hairstyle. You go completely bald. Oh, that's interesting. You can even do the Friday cut. That's almost Bruce Lee like it. Oh, here we go. Oh, a little bit shaven. That's interesting. I guess it's actually not restricted to age. Remember, the game was originally restricted to 1600. They kind of threw all that after all the magical stuff. Let's go back to darker hair. I don't normally have like that. It's more like pirate estate has them. Braid. French braid. Or reverse French braid. Over the shoulder. Ponytail. A ruffled feather. Oh, that's interesting. Around here, I guess you would call it the Orange County. Mohawk. Double bread in the back. Look at top hat. Oh, that's awesome. Oh wow, that's like a little full moment. You know, that kind of looks like an anime character. Oh, this one's you know, you can go out and kill them with cuteness, right? What darkness stone. Alright, let's go backwards. So this is more like Bruce Lee type. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's go for Basil here. You know, this is almost reminiscent of Red Dead Redemption 2. We actually have fun with the character design of the fedora now. Alright, that's a little bit more like it. Maybe a little full. Yeah, the Abe Lincoln, right? How about mutton chop? Soul patch. The normal goatee. Oh, those are mutton chops, sorry. Yeah, some of these look like old-timey brawler, maybe oh, that's pretty fun. There we go. This is like what? Magnum PI, right? Alright, let's go with something. Okay, let's reduce a little bit and try to keep it minimalistic. I kill I'm still going back down to maybe that's about a bit. I'll see some features. Oh, facial features. Freckles, scars, or wines. Alright, that's awesome. Alright, do you have any scars around the cheek, around the face? I guess if you ask about the scars, alright, tattoo. Facial tattoo. I guess you can't relocate the tattoo anymore. Yeah, that's alright. Oh wow. You could do a full face tattoo. It kind of reminds me of the night at World of Warcraft. Just smell and shit. Eye makeup. Constellation inside. A flower. Maybe later on they'll actually allow you to actually move your tattoo around. Like the Egyptian one. I guess we'll talk to keep no tattoo for now. Alright, let's do it again. The name like that. Alright. Probably take a minute. One time walking. Okay, so this lane change the other stuff for that. I guess like for Saturday we're probably gonna actually have a kill. It's climbing out of the shipwreck. Actually looks pretty smooth, even though I'm walking it for 60 frames per second, it's actually really smooth. the attack, left click the attack, right click the block. Oh, and you hold the left mouse button for a powered attack. Alright, cool.
You! Come closer. Your captain needs you. There's something wrong. I'm not feeling right.
Look like he's glowing red if you actually take a look at that.
That devil storm. What in the nine hells was that about? And where is my box? I need my box. Did you take it? Something isn't right. To come so close. It's not fair.
Well, there goes the captain. I guess we're gonna have to actually take, we're gonna actually have to find the box. Tab for inventory. I'm becoming a sword and a shield. I think this is like quick use. If any of you guys played any RPG, it's pretty easy. So 3, 4, 5, and 6, you'll be able to quick use it just like, any of even Minecraft has it. Yep. Go ahead on flank. It's so gone. Alright, you can see how close you actually have to be to actually wait for them. Escape the graveyard, cloak through crewmate. So let's try left shift this time, so left shift can be wrong. There we go. I think if anyone have ever played Dark Souls or any other game that allow you to have free form, you can actually roll back and forth. There we go. Heavy attack. Medium attack. Well, there's no medium attack, it's between heavy and light. And if you equip a shield, you're actually using a shield to block. There's an anchor. Oh, you can even do a sneak attack when they're actually looking. So I guess if they have their back turned to you, you can actually get in a heavy attack before anything happens. There's no climbing up. Or you can scale objects by just walking through. I remember in the settings, you can actually automatically have your character climb, so you actually don't have to, do the key button presses for it. This might be for a boss. Oh, it looks like he's doing a combo. Yep. Well, let's do my own combo. Sword and shield. So the more you use an entire item or weapon, so you can actually be anything. Remember, we're not restricted to class. So whenever you pick up a certain weapon, a spear, an axe, bow and arrow, a staff, the more you use it, the more proficiency you have. You can actually upgrade this particular proficiency and become, bowsman or what do they call it, archer, or swordsman, or pole ball, or something like that. And then you can actually upgrade these particular things. You can see rapier, hatchet, spear, great axe, warhammer, bow, musket. Oh, that's pretty cool, musket. Fire staff, life staff, and ice combo. So you're not actually restricted to a certain set of skills. So if you wanted to be a ranger with a bow and arrow, you can have to use equipment and keep leveling up. I think from older Skyrim levels, you can train your weapon proficiency this way. Alright. So we have 2 trades. So I guess for each of them there'll be either 2 trees or even more trees in the future. So you can either be Swordmaster with Whirling Blade or Defender with a shield. So I guess one is more tanky and one is more like a defense. I guess the way you can actually look at it is one Swordmaster is kind of like not a berserker, but more like I guess you could say you trade off defense for more damage. While for the defender, you actually trade off more, being able to hit for higher damage for defense. I guess it also depends on what it's made. So right now I'm just doing solo, so I probably want to have to do greater damage at this point. So now my abilities on Q. So Q, R, and F, so that's pretty cool. That's not too bad. Alright, so let's go back. So I guess with Q, I'll be able to use the spinning attack. And then you can see the timer on that. So I have to wait around a couple of seconds before I can actually use it again. Alright, auto run. So if we put equal, I can actually auto run, and I can. That's actually pretty cool for MMO, where you can actually just automatically travel once. Wow, that's actually kind of funny. So we're actually getting into less grudging, more beauty of the island. Welcome to the new world. Descend into the grotto to investigate the smoke. Alright. You have to follow a pathway I can't just jump into. Alright, so I guess you can see the smoke a little bit. Wow, that's the webbing, man.
No, you would have been better off dying at sea. Oh, I'm forgetting to block. Yeah, but the thing that block doesn't help against heavy. Maybe 4 millisecond response time, that's not too bad. Hopefully it'll stay stable. I feel like I'm almost back at the start again. I don't know, Ark Survival, well, you can actually harness things in Minecraft. Pick a flint, you can harness the water. And remember, crafting plays a really big part of this game.
Well, you don't look like one of the drowned. There's life in you yet. Aboard the ship during that storm, were you? You're fortunate to be alive. But such is the magic of this place, indeed. And it is where we will remain. One can evade death for centuries on this island. But leaving is difficult, if not impossible. I am Watcher Tahir Fayed, from a nearby settlement of Windsworth. And you are? It is nice to make your acquaintance.
I got both one.
As desperate as your situation may seem, Almost everyone here arrived under similar circumstances. The storm that wrecked your ship was caused by an unnatural... Ah, well, you see, you seem to have died and been resurrected unharmed. It appears the rest of your crew came back without their souls. They wander the beach now as the restless drowned. Yes. The merciful thing is to at least attempt to put them to rest.
So I guess now we're
That
actually
is
taking
part
out
of
the
the
crew
reason I am
sail
here.
us over to this island.
It would be better if you could do it, however. I need to stay here for others like you.
Alright, so we got both. And I got a couple of other stuff, and you can see, remember all the tools and equipment in this particular game actually have durability. It's just like Minecraft and all the others, you have to recraft over and over for some of the stuff that you have. It's only rusted by the fire. That's kind of like D&D as well. When you become fully rusted, you get a bonus for it. The crafting, well, a wooden sword, with an arrow. See, that kind of makes a lot of sense, right? In a lot of games, you start off with a wooden tool, a very cheap tool to make. Then you upgrade from wood to stone, stone to metal, metal to better metal, and then some sort of precious like gem or something. Alright, so crafting is a big part of that. Let's investigate the shipwreck mark on your map and defeat three drowned and come back. Right now, my latency is not super bad, it's not super good either. I think because it's still testing server. Oh, do you see the one on it? If you take a look at that, there's a one on the compass. So it will always actually point towards where you're actually going to. So instead of actually having a guess, you know, or not, I'm not sure if there's going to be a mini-map or not. But if you're actually walking towards the quest, you can actually see that on the compass. That's kind of a Skyrim. Yeah, there we go. Oh, if I hold control. If I hold control, it seems like he's kind of sneaking. I'm grabbing stuff from the bushes, so I guess a lot of the stuff can also be. Yeah, a lot of stuff can actually be harvested and used for gold. So like the bush, I'm getting green wood out of it. Yeah, timing seems to be a really big thing for this game too. So you have to actually time your head as well as your defense. Alright, you see the icon at the top, it'll show you the quest you've read once you've done with it. Once you've finished with the quest. Okay now, for completion.
There now. I hope that wasn't too difficult. Some have trouble confronting the soulless ones. They're a reminder of the fate that could await us all on this island. Of course. I imagine you're quite famished after your ordeal at sea. I did not bring any rations with me, but you can provide for yourself.
Wood from harvesting a couple of
Yourself a
stuff, so.
skinning knife, for starters.
Okay.
Of course. I imagine you're quite famished after your ordeal at sea. I did not bring any rations with me, but you can provide for yourself. Gather flint
Yeah,
and
the
wood
skinning
and
knife is
fashion
probably the
yourself a
first thing.
skinning knife, for starters.
Okay. So here's survival tools. I remember survival tools and had durability and get rid of them. So here's a skinning tool. So craft the recipe. So now I guess one. Equipped it. Alright, so flint logging axe for trade. Flint harvesting sickle is for gathering plants, and flint mining pickaxe is for gathering stone. So that's pretty cool. So I can craft a couple of these things. So I got a pickaxe. Alright, so here's the total. So now I have active tools that I can use, and that's F3 to actually use them. I guess they're scattering lore around the entire world too, so you find scrolls and stuff lying around. And that typically adds a lot of depth to the story. So when you're trying to learn about something that's happening in the world, sometimes you pick up these little journals and stuff, and that adds a lot more to the world and stuff. So I remember when I first started playing World of Warcraft when it was an alpha beta. Finding these little books scattered about actually added a lot of details to the world. Alright. So the sunshine is the water of the ocean, and it's a pretty beautiful, magical vibe. Never could wrap my head around poetry. Too many flower words not on the action. Why can't I just write the summer's blood on the water? Simple as hell with that. If the ladies like it, she would like it, so I keep trying. The sun glistens on the water. Alright, people, so I guess this is where I can actually get the bow, and if I actually attack the ball. It looks like level 2. So I guess I'm going to have to put the flinting thing. Oh no, it's automatic, so once you kill the boar, you hold E to actually use the skinning knife, so I guess you don't actually have to equip it. So I guess mining would be the same thing. Once I go up to the rock, and I already have it equipped as the active tool, I'll actually use them. Alright, so that's actually pretty interesting. So as I said, I was just making this video for a sec to start off. So I'm hoping that everyone else will actually get on and try this game at least. And on Saturday it will actually be released as a full game full. Hopefully the server can take it. And for those of you who actually got the deluxe edition, hopefully you jump in and try the beta yourself. You saw the initial start for this video. Hope you actually watch more and tune in with my particular stream. See everyone later.